The moment you tell someone your biggest goal, you've already failed. It feels good, doesn't it? That rush of warmth when you tell a friend about the business you're going to start, the book you're going to write, or the person you're becoming. They nod, they smile, they tell you how inspiring you are. In that moment, your brain experiences a treacherous chemical lie. It feels like you've already won. But look at your hands. They're empty. Look at your desk. It is clear. You have traded the raw, agonizing fuel of ambition for the cheap, flickering candle of social validation. Research suggests that premature praise tricks your brain into a social reality, a state where the mind mistakes the talk for the task. You are leaking your power through empty conversation. Today, we explore why silence is your most potent competitive advantage. We are going to learn how to stop performing our potential and start building our reality. If you want to survive the noise of 2026, you must learn the art of the unspoken. You must learn to protect your inner fire. Part 1. The psychology of the social reality myth. In the 1930s, psychologist Kurt Lewin called it substitute self-completion. When you share an intention with others and that intention is acknowledged, the brain perceives it as a completed identity goal. Think of your ambition like a pressurized steam engine. To move the heavy wheels of progress, you need internal pressure. But every time you speak your goal aloud, it's like opening a valve. Shh. The pressure drops. You feel lighter, yes, but you're no longer moving. We live in a dopamine-saturated world. When you post your day one gym photo or tell your parents about your million-dollar idea, you receive a hit of dopamine that is unearned. This premature validation is a drug that kills the hunger required to actually do the work. The philosopher Soren Kierkegaard once noted that the more people you talk to about an inner resolution, the less likely it is to be carried out. Why? Because the talk satisfies the ego. The ego doesn't care if the work is done. It only cares that it is seen as the kind of person who could do the work. Do not trade long-term disciplined progress for the cheap flickering candle of social validation. Part 2. The leakage of creative and mental energy. There is a profound difference between a talker and a doer. A talker builds his identity around his intentions. He is perpetually about to do something. He is the architect of blueprints that never see a brick. A doer, however, builds his identity around results. To the doer, a blueprint is a secret. It is a sacred contract between themselves and the void. When you keep your ambition secret, you create a psychological tension. This tension is uncomfortable. It's a weight in your chest. But that discomfort is exactly what you need. It is the fuel that drives you to wake up at 4 a.m. when no one is watching. It is the monk mode of the soul. By refusing to dilute your ambition through conversation, you transform potential energy into kinetic action. You stop performing the character of a successful person and start the quiet, gritty accumulation of raw competence. Remember, competence is loud. It doesn't need your voice to help it. Part 3. The Stoic shield against external skepticism. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Discard your misperceptions. Stop being jerked like a puppet." When you expose your vision early, you invite two thieves into your house, the skeptic and the realist. Most people in your social circle can only see you as you were, not as you are becoming. When you share a grand vision, they will project their own fears, their own failures, and their own limitations onto you. Is that realistic? The market is crowded. Shouldn't you play it safe? These words are poison. Even if they mean well, their skepticism creates micro-fissures in your conviction. Silence is your shield. It protects the inner fire from the cold wind of external opinion. Furthermore, Silence acts as a filter. If you find yourself unable to work on a goal unless you can talk about it, then you aren't driven by the goal itself. You are driven by the need for approval. Silence reveals your true motives. If you can work in the dark, you belong in the light. Part 4. Building potential energy through private excellence. In this year, 2026, we are witnessing a quiet rebellion. We call it the quiet ambition movement. It is a rejection of the oversharing culture that has hollowed out our spirits for a decade. True mental strength is built in the secret history of your life. It's the thousands of hours of coding, writing, or lifting that no one saw on an Instagram story. This secret history provides a psychological resilience that no like button can offer. When setbacks occur, and they will, the man who has worked in silence has a foundation of iron. He knows what he is capable of, even if the world doesn't. This is the Merc mode. It is the period where you disappear. You become a ghost to the world so that you can become a giant to yourself. You are not missing. You are under construction. Part 5. The power of undeniable proof. The most profound impact you will ever make is the reveal of a finished product. Think of the difference between the man who talks for 3 years about a house he's building and the man who simply hands you the keys to the front door. The silence makes the result undeniable. When you refuse to announce your plans, you force yourself to rely on tangible milestones for your self-esteem. You cannot fake a milestone. You cannot talk a result into existence. Eventually, your success will speak so loudly that you will no longer have to. Your life becomes the testimony. You move from a state of hidden growth to a reality of undeniable presence. So, here is my challenge to you. Take that one goal, the one that keeps you up at night, the one that makes your heart race, and bury it. Don't tell your partner. Don't tell your best friend. Don't post a hint on social media. Keep it in dark. Let it grow there. Let the pressure build until the only way to release it is through the work itself. Honor the Stoic path of private excellence. Be the person who arrives, not the person who is on their way. Thank you for spending these 20 minutes in reflection with me. If this message touched your soul or shifted your perspective, please let it be known, not by telling me your plans, but by simply joining a community of doers. If you found value in this silence, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this with one person you know has a fire burning inside them. And I want to hear from you in the comments. You don't have to tell me what you're doing. Just comment the words, "I am lurking in silence." Let that be a digital contract with yourself. Welcome to the journey of the Unspoken. I'll see you in results.